Hi guys, it's Blair. All right, first thing in the morning on a Monday morning. I know we are early, but I'm hoping a few of you guys can hop on and the rest can just watch it later. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let's see if anybody's hopping on yet. Yay, we've already got some people hopping on. Let me know if you can hear me. Hi Kelly, you're the best. All right, can you hear me, Kelly? Hi Gardner, can you guys just let me know if you can hear me? Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to give us a second to see if anybody else is going to hop on. I know it's early in the morning, and I'm doing this because, you know, one of the things that's been going on lately is that I've been traveling a lot for our teams. Hi, Nicole, I miss you. I cannot wait to see you in Dallas. Hi, Donna. So I am so excited about Dallas coming up. But one of the things that I've been doing, because we have these great rank advancement bonuses going until April 28th, is I've been traveling a lot, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen that. And so about every other week for the last month, I have been traveling. And this week I'm not traveling, but technically I am, because we're doing a local here at my house tomorrow night. And then Wednesday night we're doing one in Wellington. So I'm still working my business as if I was away for Tuesday and Wednesday night. So there are things that I always notice when I go around for locals, and that I always want to address when I get back. And then sometimes I just forget, or I get super busy, because when I'm gone visiting you guys, what ends up happening is, oh, you're saying, Donna, are you saying I'm loud but not clear? Let me know, guys. I know that one of the things that happens when I'm traveling is I get a lot of time with those local leaders and their guests, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things to do, and it actually revs me back up and gets me excited. Thanks, Kelly, because it reminds me about why I do this. You know, those Thrive experiences blow your mind. You get to hear things all the time when you go to these local events. It's why the Thrive experience is so important for you to hear always. And anyways, during that time, I'm sometimes unavailable to do three-way calls or help my team out. But then when I get back, I'm running full speed to try to help those people. So sometimes I forget to go over some of the things that I'm realizing at some of these events. So all of that was a long explanation, trying to make sure I waited a few minutes to explain why I'm doing this today. So this is all about being duplicatable. Okay, guys, I know you've heard me say so many times, right? There's three things you need to be successful in this business. And the first one is daily action. What are you going to do daily to move your business forward? Are you honestly reaching out to at least 5 to 10 people every single day? Are you following up with your samplers? Are you following up with your new customers? Are you, doing those reach outs that you know are important, especially your VIP 800, VIP 1600 promoters? Lines 1 through 4, you're reaching out to them, asking if there's anybody they want to get on the phone with you. Okay, that's the first thing you need to be successful. Second thing you need to be successful is duplication. If 90% of the people that run with a network marketing or direct sales business do so alongside a full-time job. And listen, stay-at-home moms, that's a full-time job. So, think about who you have on your team right now. I bet you all of them have some kind of job, whether it's that they leave their house, or they're a stay-at-home mom, whatever it is, they're doing this alongside that busy life. And so it has to be easily duplicatable so that they can take this business not only on the go with them, hi Chrissy, hi Holly, but also so that they can take this and show other people how to do it, and they can run with it, okay? So it's very important that you become duplicatable. And then the last one that you guys always hear me say is don't give up, right? Give up too early. Somebody in your team is going to explode, they're going to take off, and you're going to wish that you had stayed in this business. Also, some people are watching to see when you're going to stop, and some people won't even join you till you've been in business for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. It's just the way it works, guys. I've been in business now for 2.5 years with this, and I've just had some people who I sampled in the very beginning order with me. Okay, some people just want to see, are you going to stick with it? Jennifer, hi. Duplication is so important. It was actually very interesting yesterday, you guys, at my church service. My pastor talked all about being able, it was so timely because I've been to so many locals, and we've been doing a lot of leader lunches at these locals. And one of the things that we've been talking about is needing to grow, right? What are you really good at in this business, and what do you need to work on in this business? And my whole sermon from my pastor yesterday at our church was about needing to grow. Okay, being able to listen and not talk, being able to ask people, what am I doing right and what can I work on? And so it just really gave me such freedom. I love the fact that he said freedom is in knowing that we don't know everything. And it just reminded me that's exactly what all of us should be doing every week. Self-check, okay? And if you see that things aren't moving the way you want them to move in your business, ask your upline leader, hey, what am I doing right and what do you think I need to work on? Ask some people on your team that you feel open and honest. Do not ask people if you're not willing to hear what they have to say. Okay, guys, and the reason I'm saying that is because there are going to be some people that you know you work your butt off for. You know you give everything to. And then you're going to ask them, what do you think I'm doing right and what can I improve on? And if they say something like, oh my gosh, you need to be more available to me, that's going to frustrate you if you already feel like you are being available to them. So be careful who you're asking, because whatever they say, you don't have the right to get frustrated at them about, because you're asking for their opinion. So just be careful with that. I'm going to give you that warning. It's like when our pastor said yesterday, ask your kids, what can I do to be a better mom? Ask your husband, what can I do to be a better spouse? And I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to ask that this week, because I'm not sure this is the week I want to hear about how I can be a better spouse. So be ready. If you ask, you have to be willing to listen. So just giving you that quick warning. Okay, so duplication. Are you duplicatable? That is the skill that you need to work on this week. Why? Because if you master it as a leader, and remember, you are a leader if you have one or more person on your team. Hi, Chris. So you are a leader if you have one or more person on your team. So are you duplicatable? Does everybody on your team know exactly what they need to be doing to build this business? Does everybody on the team know how to find that for themselves? Does everybody on your team know what they should be doing? What about if they can't get you? What if they can't get your 12K above you, or your 40K, or your 80K, or your 200K? Do they freak out? Are they blaming their business not growing on the leaders because they don't know how to master duplication themselves? So that's why it's so important. So I'm going to go over some of the things that I really find are so important for being duplicatable in this business. And I have found for myself that I have been lacking in these areas of teaching my newer promoters, and that we aren't putting as much value on these things as we did when I first started. When I first started in this business, Elise Leininger, who brought me in, would literally text me every Monday, every Tuesday, and every Thursday at about 8 o'clock, reminding me that at 9 p.m. Eastern there was a corporate call. Every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, there is a corporate call called VIP Fast Start. Guys, if you have new promoters, they should be listening to this for the first 6 weeks of their business. At all the locals that I've been going to lately, I'm realizing that people don't know about this call. They are so used to these fancy graphics that we've been sending out, which are beautiful, by the way, and I love that we have them because it makes it easy to text people. But when I first started, they didn't have those graphics. So what was going on was Elise was literally just texting the phone number, 9 p.m. Eastern, be on this call with corporate. Okay, so I thought corporate ran them. But really what corporate does, again, brilliant because they master duplication, is they ask a bunch of 200K leaders to be on those calls. So they have them lined up for the next 3 months. Every Monday night is a 200K leader with their team underneath them, leading those Monday night calls, teaching people how to hit VIP, how to build their business when they're first starting. And it's good because guess what? I always love when Paul says this. It's the whole reason why you want to get your team to Dallas, okay? Your team only listens to you for about a week. He says about 2 or 3 times that you said the same thing. But it's about a week. After that, they're going to listen to other people, especially people who've had success. Yes, you've had success, obviously. That's why you are a leader, and that's why you're on right now. But it's good for them to hear other people that have had success that aren't even part of our team. So they realize this opportunity is available to anyone. So first and foremost, are you getting your team on those corporate team calls? Because we have all these fancy graphics, people think that you're doing these calls. But the reality is this is a corporate call every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, okay? And I don't know that phone number off the top of my head, but I will post it here underneath this call in case you guys don't know it. So every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, I encourage my new promoters to dial in and listen to that call every single Monday night for at least 6 weeks, okay? Because they're going to hear from a different leader every week that's going to give them a tool or a step or something that they might connect with, okay? So next is, do they know about the 24-hour recorded call from Paul Gravett, right? We know the funnel system. You reach out to people and then you get them a free customer account and then you get them on the Facebook fan page to read some stories and you get them to listen to that 24-hour recorded call. Guess what? I'm finding when I'm traveling that most people don't even have that in their phone. Do you have that saved as one of your contacts? it should say 24-hour recorded Thrive Experience call. Or maybe you call it the Thrive Experience call, whatever it is. It should be in your phone so that when you meet somebody, like my massage therapist this week that I met on Saturday, when I was talking to her and she was asking me what it was, I just said to her, hey, what's your phone number? I'll text you a really quick 6-minute call that you can dial in and listen to. It'll give you a little bit more information. Also, now I have her phone number instead of just her email because I texted that to her. So it's easier for me to follow up with her as well. Okay, but one of the biggest tips about that 24-hour recorded call isn't just that you want you want it in your phone so that you can share it with others, but it's listening to it. Guys, when I first started, I was scared to death. I was coming over from jewelry. I am not the epitome of health, okay? You guys all know me. I love to eat. I love to have a good time. I am not a skinny mini. I am not a super strong muscle girl. Health and wellness is not my forte. I know a lot about it, but I don't look the epitome of health. And I was scared people were going to judge me on that. I wasn't sure how I would sell a vitamin supplement system. I know a lot about jewelry at that time and fashion, but not a lot about health and wellness. So I remember Elise said to me, hey, listen to that 24-hour recorded call by Paul Gravett every single morning. She actually called it the company update, which I thought was brilliant because it made me think I was supposed to listen to it. And she said every morning, after you drop off the kids, dial in, listen to that, and after a week, I bet you'll have that language down of how you want to talk about the Thrive experience to others. So that's what I do. And even now, guys, when I have a really important call with somebody, and somebody says, oh my gosh, Blair, this call today, this 3-way call is so important, this person is blah, 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 or whatever, I still get nervous, guys. So what do? I listen to the 24-hour recorded call by Paul Gravett, and it gets me excited again. It reminds me how to talk about the Thrive experience. That is something that I still do. And if I'm in the car and I'm actually by myself and it's quiet and I don't have a call that I wanted to listen to, like, sometimes I have recordings. Like today, my goal is to listen to Kelly Hoover's team call from last night because she had Aaron Aponte on there. So if I have free time and I don't have a call to listen to, then I listen to the 24-hour recorded call because, again, it reminds me the language and how to share the Thrive experience with people. Okay, so Monday night corporate call, VIP fast start every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, the 24-hour recorded call by Paul Gravett. What about your Facebook fan page? Are you reminding every single new customer and every single promoter to like the Facebook fan page? Guys, it's so important. It's what I watched for 6 months until I finally decided to order my own Thrive experience. Have your new promoters, have your customers written their Thrive experience? You guys, these are so important. And when you see a story that reminds you of somebody, you've got to send it to them through a private message. Share it with them. Are you finding a story at least every day that you are private messaging or posting on Facebook? Remember, this is all about duplication. So you want your team using the corporate calls, the 24-hour recorded call, the Facebook fan page. If you're not using the Facebook fan page, they're not going to use the Facebook fan page, okay? Yes, Diane, the corporate call is always the same number and access code, and I will post it here in just a minute. I think I know it by heart, but I don't want to be wrong. Okay, Nancy, can you post it? Because I know you know it. Okay. So next, are you helping all of your VIP 800, VIP 1600, VIP 800, VIP 1600 people to hit, and also helping them to help their new promoters to hit? Guys, this is the bread and butter of our business. Talk about duplication. People want to talk comp plan with me all the time. I just had a call this weekend about it, and you know what I said to them? I'll dissect anything you want to dissect, but the reality is this. You help every single customer to go on to get there too so they can thrive for free, and you help every new promoter on your team, first line through whatever, to go on to hit VIP 800, VIP 1600, and help their new promoters to go on and do the same. After they see you helping those people and doing enough 3-way calls with those people, they'll be able to take it over themselves, and that is how you move on to 4K, and then you help those promoters to continue to help their new promoters. They'll hit 4K, then you'll hit 12K, and it just goes on like that. They made the comp plan to be duplicatable, but it all starts with the steps of getting people through the funnel system of getting a free customer account, going on the Facebook fan page and reading some stories, maybe sharing that 24-hour recorded call, getting them on a 3-way call with an upline leader, 12K or above, and then boom, getting them to start on their VIP 800, VIP 1600, okay? Sometimes you can't even understand what's going on until you start taking action. That's why VIP 800 and VIP 1600 are so smart, because it's strategically getting you set up to have customers and promoters and help them, okay? So website is the next one I want to talk about. Do you know how many people I have realized in the last month have no idea what's on their website? They have never taken the time. So right now, a duplicatable step would be go to your calendar, find a 30-minute block this week that you are going to spend checking out your website, and then send messages to your team about things that you found on your website and encourage them to take 30 minutes to enjoy their website. Because guys, we have an amazing website with so much information. Do you know where to find the What is Thrive? Have you ever screenshotted that on your phone, on your cloud office? Not only is that an amazing write-up about what Thrive is, but also at the top it will have your website name. So like mine says floridahealth.lavelle.com, and then it's the whole write-up about what is Thrive. I just screenshotted it on my phone. Okay, that is an amazing tool for you to use. And then things like ingredients. I'm realizing a lot of our new promoters have no idea where to find ingredients on their website. Why? Because their upline leaders have always just given it to them. When they first started, they just texted them an image of it, which is awesome, but you have to know where to find ingredients on your website, guys, so that you can walk your customers and your new promoters through and say, hey, listen, can you log in right now to your customer account? I'm going to show you where to find those ingredients for yourself, okay? Next is, also there's amazing videos on your website. Have you guys ever taken time to check those out? That's an amazing way for you to reach out to people. Some people connect that way. They watch somebody's emotion on a video. If they've never been to a local especially, they need to feel that. They need to feel the real, raw, true feelings of what the Thrive experience is doing for people. Also, guys, one other really quick tip that I'm realizing a lot of people don't know is you don't want to use images that are non-compliant. It's just not worth your time, okay? You don't want to put up an image and then 20 people on your team copy it and then find out that it's non-compliant. Everybody's got to take it down. Now you've just wasted 30 minutes to an hour of your day, plus you're not being a great leader because you're posting things that are non-compliant. So what you need to do instead is make sure that whenever you use an image that you've either gotten it from your cloud office under resources or you've gotten it from the Facebook fan page. If you go to the Facebook fan page and click on photos, you can use any of them there. They have some amazing images. That's also where you get the badges that say 4K, 12K, 40K, 80K, 200K. All right, there are some amazing, like over 200 or 300 images that you're allowed to use there. On top of that, there's the videos that I was just talking about that you can find on your website are also on the Facebook fan page if you click videos, okay? And make sure you've subscribed. When you click videos, it'll take you to our YouTube page. Make sure you've liked Lavelle's YouTube. Not other people, not promoters, but the actual Lavelle YouTube page, because they always are adding new Thrive experience there and new different training things. It's amazing. All right. So make things easy and keep it basic. Okay, guys, what I mean by that is everything we just talked about, right? We want to make sure that everybody knows how to follow the system. You reach out to somebody and share the Thrive experience. You set them up with a free customer account. You make sure they like the Facebook fan page, maybe even send them a story, maybe send them the 24-hour call. You have to know your audience. I'm going to say this really quick. I have found in the last 2.5 years, men love to hear straight from the CEO. Okay, or anybody who's very business-minded. I have found that they think that's amazing, that our CEO spends time every single month updating what's happening with the company and what the Thrive experience is. I've gotten lots of positive feedback, mostly from men, so I always send that with the men. And then making sure that you get them on a three-way call at that point, okay? I've done lots of training on three-way call, but we will continue to do it because it is vital and important to your business. But I'm not going to spend the time doing that right now. But that's a step. After you've gotten them a free customer account and they've either checked out the Facebook fan page or heard the 24-hour recorded call, you got to get them on the phone with somebody else, okay? And it doesn't need to be icky, and you don't need to tell them what you're doing. You just say, hey, listen, I want to talk to you a little bit more about this and answer your questions. What time can you talk? That's it. Keep it simple, guys. Keep it basic. Okay, get your team on the Monday night 9 p.m. corporate calls. Whatever your upline leaders, if they're having Thrive experience calls, you want to utilize those and get as many people on as possible. And then be honest with yourself. Are you doing your daily reach out? Are you following up? Are you doing the 100 challenge with the Post-it notes? Still my favorite thing. Maybe you're doing it with Post-it notes. Maybe you're doing it in a journal. Maybe you're doing it in an Excel spreadsheet. Whatever it is, just do it. You've got to reach out to 5 to 10 people a day if you want to see your business grow. You have to follow up daily with your samplers. You know, does your team know what to say? Do they know how to follow up with samplers? These are all important things. And if I was you right now, I'd be taking notes. Does my team know about the 24-hour recorded call? Does my team know about the Monday night VIP Fast Start call? Does my team know how to reach out to people? Does my team know how to put people through the funnel? Does my team know how to, reach out to samplers and what to say during their first 3 to 4 days that they're sampling the product. Does my team know what to say to people who have just ordered the product and their product has come in? Okay, I have heard from so many people that they loved their Thrive experience. They didn't hear back from that person till like a month or two that they were into the product. Guys, seize the opportunity. In the very first week that somebody's on their Thrive experience, you want to hear what they're loving about the Thrive experience and talk to them about how they should share that with others. Hey, can you think of 2 other people that would love to sleep better at night, have more energy, and be less irritable like you just said you are? Awesome. Let's get them either on the phone or on a 3-way message. I would love to share with them just like I shared with you. And you know what? Before we do that, let's think about a little bit about if you want to hear more about the business, because it's free to be a promoter, no yearly fee, no website fee. So you basically would get paid to share with those 2 people and get your product for free, or you can stay a customer and just get your product for free. Totally up to you. Let me know what you're thinking, and then we can connect. It's that simple, guys, okay? And then Thrive experience. If you want to see yourself move, okay, this is one of the things that we talked a lot about in the leader lunches lately. If you want to see yourself move, maybe you've been at $2,500 a month for a long time. Maybe you've been at $20,000 a month for a really long time, and you are wanting to get to the next level. What do you need to be doing? Well, ask yourself, are you doing weekly Thrive experience calls? Are you asking the newest promoters on your team to share what they are gaining from the Thrive experience? Are you asking somebody who did something great on your team that week to share on the Thrive experience call? Maybe it's somebody who just got 2 new customers and you want them to share their Thrive experience and then share how they were able to share the product with 2 other people that week. Okay, guys, making sure you're highlighting some new promoters or highlighting promoters on your team who are doing things that are great, because that breeds new leaders. That breeds duplication. You cannot be the only leader on your team. Okay, I've seen lots of people be the only leader and still make it to 12K, and that's awesome, but you don't want to be the only leader. You want to breed more leaders. Oh my gosh, I've been talking for way too long, guys. I'm so sorry. We're almost at 22 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to hit the last couple points. Living room locals in your area, you've got to be doing them, guys. I know some of you are scared to death because you think nobody's going to show up, but I've been reading this amazing Brian Carruthers book that Beth Graves suggested to me called Building an Empire, and I will tell you, he talks about in there how this guy for 6 months had nobody show up at his locals every single week. Nobody. He had nobody. Then one day a guy showed up. That guy had a huge market and a huge opportunity. That guy blew up, and now that guy within a year hit $1 million in revenue. So it can happen. You've got to keep consistent, though, and keep having those locals. It is where people connect and they feel. And that is where they hear people share their Thrive experience, and they get an aha moment of, I've got to be a part of this, okay? And last but not least, did you guys see on your Cloud Office what Paul said about Dallas? You guys, I love it. He is so bold, way bolder than I am, but he's right. When you have someone complaining about tough times, this is the reason you need to say to them, if times are tough, that much more of an obvious reason you must get to Dallas. If you're a leader, this is your time to be filled with tough love when pushing your team's best interest and getting that room filled with your team. If you're new, do not miss this event, because we promise the next 12 months you will always be thinking, I wish I would have gone to Dallas. Don't let this sit in your head. Okay, it's one single day, one time a year. You've got to be there. Guys, I have people that are missing their kids' birthdays. I have people that are literally flying in Saturday morning and flying out Saturday night. I have people that are, doing whatever they have to do. I think I heard somebody say they have 6 people in their room. I think that is amazing. And I tell you guys time and time again, the first time I ever went on a Stella and Dop leadership treat, I had no money. And I took with me 2 packets of oatmeal and a bunch of granola bars, and I used that coffee maker in the room to make hot water to make my oatmeal so that I didn't have to pay for any extra meals. My leader at the time, I think, bought me dinner one night. I mean, I did what I had to do to get there because it is so important. And I always feel super uncomfortable saying that. So I'm so thankful that Paul just said it for us, because I know what it's like to have tough times, guys. A lot of you know my past. Ryan and I went through bankruptcy. It was really hard. And I had to believe in myself and believe in the business that I was in at the time to know that it was the way that we could have change in our life. And I'm telling you, it was nowhere near as easy of a business, and I hate to use the word easy. It was nowhere near as duplicatable, I should say, as this business is. So if you want this, you can have it. You have just got to make yourself duplicatable. You have got to share with everybody on your team. And I really do believe in getting to Dallas. I really do. You don't need to be there for Friday night. That's fun, and I hope you can come. You need to be there for the main meeting on Saturday. And, you know, even if you have to fly home Saturday night, we will greatly miss you because we're going to have a team party Saturday night. And we're excited. Your 200K leaders are paying for that, and they are so excited to celebrate you. But if you can't come to that, that's okay. All right, kind of got off subject, but I wanted to end this duplication with Dallas because it is vitally important. It is what's duplicatable. And if you as a leader are going to Dallas, but you're not talking about it to your team, change that today. Make it a choice. Actually, one more thing about this book that I was reading on the airplane on the way home from Detroit this week was he said he literally goes through every single person that he's ever brought into this business whenever there's a yearly conference and calls them. And I have to admit, I have not done that yet, but he literally calls them and says, what are you doing on April 28th and 29th? I need you to be in Dallas. I believe in you. You need to believe in yourself. Let's get you there. What do we need to do to help you get there? All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm sorry I went so long. I hope all of you guys got something from this. And I will hop back on tomorrow at noon to talk a little bit about the Plus Line products. I've been getting lots of questions about those. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day.